everybody, welcome back to our channel, Hume's Little Homestead. We're super glad that you stopped by today.
I just zoomed in. My bad.
Today I want to show how to repot some succulents that I have. I have a little bit of a confession. I started this project a couple of days ago and I was not going to film it. It was just going to be like my little me time, not worrying about the camera in front of me. But these plants are pretty special. They're plants from my cousin in Kentucky, and she gave them to me when I was visiting, when me and the kids were visiting this past trip to Indiana that we went on. Indiana, Kentucky, we visited quite a few states because we drove, but it was a very great trip. And anyway, we got to see a lot of family members that we haven't seen in a long time. My kids have never seen some of the family members that we got to visit, so that was really, really cool. But I had them both in this blue pot. So my cousin gave me this blue pot. Both of the plants were in it. I tried putting them outside for a little bit in the pot. They've been needing a new pot for a while now. But I tried putting them outside and the Arizona sun was killing them, so I brought them back in and I just was like, they need two separate pots. That's what really needs to happen. So anyway, I went to repot them the other day and I opened up a bag of potting soil and it had little bugs all over inside of it. And I was like, I am not repotting inside plants in potting soil. Like the soil was crawling. It was pretty gross. I don't know what they would be called. They kind of looked like, I don't know if soil lice is a thing, but it was gross. So I just took the bag out to my dumpster and threw it away because I was like, I'm not using it for outside plants either. I know bugs are outside all the time, but I just did not want to infest any of my plants with any of that. So today I went back to Tractor Supply. I already had spent some money on potting soil, so I didn't want to buy anything too expensive, so I got this really tiny bag. I hope it's gonna be enough. But I bought this tiny bag and it's just seed starting mix, but it was like $4 cheaper than everything else, so I went for the cheapest option and I think it will be plenty to do what I'm doing. Also, I have another little project on the side that I've been doing that I will include in this video as well. These are some seeds that I have sprouted in a Ziploc baggie. Okay, so what you need if you're doing this for yourself is some potting soil, some pots to put your plants in, and for these little seeds that I have here that I'm doing at the end of this video, I have these 4-inch pots, and I started tomatoes and peppers in this size this year. I loved these pots for that. These are being reused. Alrighty, so this plant here, I believe is called Wandering Jew, and I loved it. I thought it was beautiful, and it was very, very purple when I brought it home, but it got sunburned in the sun when I tried to put it outside. You can see the purple more at the bottom of the leaves, but anyway, I'm hoping that as it grows more in this pot, that's why I chose to leave it in the blue pot, so you can see that's what's going on. I just stuck them in the pots and I thought I will get to that when I can, because when I had a minute earlier in the week, that's when the bugs were crawling out of the soil. Yucky, right? So anyway, I chose this blue pot and I'm hoping that over the winter that these leaves will get more purple. And this is going to be an indoor plant from now on, since I found out it does not like to be outside in Arizona. Maybe in the shade. I don't know, I moved it to the shade and it didn't look any better, and then I decided to bring it in before I killed it. This plant, I don't know what it's called. They were everywhere in Kentucky and Indiana, and they were growing everywhere. If anyone knows the name of this plant, it's a succulent, leave it down in the comments. We will love to learn from you. And this little piece broke off, but I think it'll be fine. I'll plant it with its buddies, and I think, oh, there's a little baby growing. I have to show you that. I will zoom in on that for you. Look at that little baby. It looks just like the mother plant. It's so cute. I like plants. Here's another view of this plant that we don't know the name of. And this we believe is called Wandering Jew. And it's almost sparkly. Almost looks like somebody took like sparkly nail polish and just painted on the leaves. And so I thought, this is a beautiful plant. I've never seen such sparkles on a leaf. So pretty. So I'm hoping to get some of that purple back in by giving it some nourishment. While I have you here, I'm going to show you the seeds that have sprouted. I believe only one has sprouted, but its sprout is right in there. Okay, it's really hard to see right here. There. Has moisture all around it. So that little seed has sprouted. And I will show you what seeds these came from. Well, there's a huge label on there that says spider plant, so you can kind of guess where they came from. But I will show you how I collected them in just a few minutes. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Wandering Jew plant. And I'm just going to lift it out of this pot. I'm going to I should have opened this before I started. Alright. Let's see if there's any little bugs crawling in this potting mix. Seed starting mix. Okay, looks like we're good. I'm just going to pour a little bit in the bottom.
Why? Help! Help! Help!
You can help me.
Yay!
Good job. Now we're going to put the plant back in.
Why?
Because it needs to go back in. And now I'm just going to fill in around the edges.
Why?
That's how you repot a succulent. With succulents, you just want to leave their root ball at the surface. You don't want to like bury them too deep or too shallow. Just plant them how they were in the pot. A lot of times they'll send off more roots and more babies. You just don't have to worry too much about they're just not fussy plants is what I'm trying to say. They're not fussy. Except this one didn't like to be out in the sun, so it came back to live inside. Good job.
Mine. Mess.
You're a mess. Okay, next you're just going to water it in really well. Let's hop over to this other succulent here. Thank you, Emmett. You're all done.
Hello.
Let's take it out. Oh, that broke off. I'll plant it anyway. Same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and pour in there. I'm gonna go a little more this time. Just push it down a little. Oh yes, that's better. Now this one I'm just gonna lay here on the side, like that. Same thing with this one that, I have a kitty trying to join us here. With this one that broke, you can see there's a little, oh that's really cool, you can see little roots growing. Let me see if the camera can see that. This one has a little baby growing off of it and some little roots, and there's some little roots right there as well. So I'm just gonna lay that down in the soil, the same as the other side. And I'm gonna fill in the soil right here. I'm gonna take off some of these leaves that look a little sad though. Okay. Now you could leave this unburied and it would probably put roots down without any help, but I'm just gonna go ahead and bury it and watch the little babies pop up. Whoops, I just made a huge mess. I'll clean it in a second. All right, I'm gonna go water these. And then I'm gonna take you to see the spider plant. I am just gonna water these in my sink. It's a nice place to do it, in case anything flows over. Just a gentle water. I'll do the same to this one. Just like so. Okay, you can flip it. All right, now where did I get these seeds? Let's go and find out. To answer that question, we have to come into Emmett's room and look at this little spider plant. Well, I guess it's pretty big now. I bought this plant a while ago and it is sending off so many babies, and I made a video of how you can root these babies and have a whole nother house plant. But I have not talked about the seed pods of this plant yet. Let me try and focus here. It's a strange time of day to be filming, so the lighting is a little bit off. Here we go. These little green things are seed pods. Now I waited until they turned, it was like a black color. Well, this one just dropped its seeds in here somehow. Anyway, I waited till they were ready. Oh, this one's dropping its seed right now. Let me pluck it off of there. Alright, so here's the seed pod. It just dropped this seed out of it. And I collected these seeds to see what would happen if I tried to get them to grow a root. And that is where we are today. I have a root, I have a seed that actually took root. I wasn't sure because some plants need another plant for their seeds to be pollinated, for their seeds to even grow. So I wasn't even sure if this would work. And I just, I just took some seed pods off and experimented. So this is pretty fascinating to me. It's just a common house plant, and they're are a million of its little babies that I could make other plants. I don't need another one of these is what I'm trying to say. But it's just fascinating to me to see how plants grow and how each plant can be grown. And so I'm going to see if this can be grown from seed. So here is the seed that I collected today. Let's take out the seed that I collected on August 19th and put in this baggie. Here's the bag. I'm gonna pull out the paper towel and I'm going to inspect them all.
Whoa.
Open that up. I can see already that there's actually a second one that has a root right there. All right, I'm just gonna pull this whole paper towel out. And I hope it does not mess up the root. Okay. Probably got it a little over wet. So let's look here. I don't see anything going on with that one yet. That one definitely has a root going. And this one has a root and a little sprout. So this was the one I was most interested in today. It looks like none of the other, this one's really swollen. I'm gonna leave that one on the paper towel. This one's really swollen. This one's a little bit swollen. So it looks like I have 2 to plant today. 1 and 2. Cool, I thought I only had 1. Now I'm actually going to fill up these 2 pots and water them, get them nice and wet before I stick the seed on there. So I'm just going to dip it down in there, fill it up pretty full. And I'm going to take this over to the sink, like I just did, and water them. Because this seed starting mix is really light and fluffy. Now I'm really happy about that because it should be easy for these little spider plants to put down their roots. Alright, I cleaned off the table a little bit. Still has some, see these little spots and specks? That's not dirt, that's just where it needs to be repainted, which I plan on doing very soon, and I cannot wait to bring you along for that. All right, I went ahead and put these pots, in this little bowl so that it would catch any water. And there's still a few spots that aren't completely saturated, but it's kind of like a sponge. It's just going to go ahead and collect that and just like it's gonna soak in all the water, so I'm not worried about it. What I'm going to do is gently take off this first seed right here, the one with the sprout. Let me show it to you. My hands are very dirty. That's okay though. But look how cute that is. I'm just gonna lay it on the surface of the potting soil.
Why did you help me see?
I'm just going to lay this seed here on the surface, and I'm actually going to leave it on the surface of the soil. Okay, it's not coming off my finger. There we go. I'll lift this up. It's a little drippy, but there you can see I'm going to lay it on the surface, and I'm going to cover this with saran wrap so that it stays very humid in the little pot. Let's look at this second one that has a bigger root and actually a sprout as well. I'm gonna hope that I can pull it off of there without, yeah. So with when you plant plants this way, sometimes their roots will go into that paper towel. Just be super gentle as you pull it out. Let's look at this one closely. It's so neat. So there's a little piece of it still going into that seed, like the shell of the seed. I apologize for all the noise in the background. I'm gonna put this seed with the green part. See how there's a little green part? I'm assuming that's the sprout. I'm gonna put that facing up, and I'm gonna do the same thing, just lay it on the top of the soil. Just like so. And pull that up here. I'm actually going to cover that root a little bit. All right, and leave the sprout poking out. Now I'm going to cover these with plastic wrap, saran wrap, and put the other seeds. I'm going to give them a new paper towel. I don't know if any more will sprout, but I'm going to give them a new paper towel in the same Ziploc baggie and see if they'll sprout. If not, that's okay. I already think this has been kind of a successful experiment. Alright, I'm just gonna cover them with a little bit of this cling wrap. I actually do this with most of my seeds, and I especially have noticed it is really helpful for tomatoes and peppers. When I'm starting my seeds and peppers, I will cover it with saran wrap. Because I live in Arizona, which is a very dry climate, we do not have the humidity in the air that helps seeds develop. And when you start your seeds, they really need a lot of humidity. That's one thing that they really need. And so especially these little seedlings, I think they'll really benefit from having this tucked around them and just give them that little extra boost of humidity. And I am going to go ahead and put them under my grow lights in my bedroom.
Mommy?
Yep, that looks great.
I also did that one too.
Good job.
But Hannah didn't do it.
So just put it down. You can tape it. I'm not going to worry about that. It's also sitting in water here. Actually, I'm going to pour a little bit of that water off. But I'm going to go put it under the grow light and show you what I've got going on. Okay. The plant lights are making the camera a little bit funky, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my baby spider plants here. I have a couple more that these are not from seed, these are just from propagation. And this guy's going to go here. He doesn't fit very good anymore. I'll put him here. And this one right there. I'll turn off the plant lights so you can actually see how the plants are doing. Here are the Venus flytraps. It's still a little dark, maybe I can improve the lighting. This was our Venus flytrap experiment. I will give an update on that a little later. So far, it's not looking very promising. But the 3 plants that we purchased are doing very well. Especially that one. And there's the succulent we just potted. And my other plants down here, doing really good. Down here, my son has been digging in this. I need to repot these, so that will be coming soon as well. I also don't know what they're called. If you want to leave a comment down below if you know what these 2 are called. The plant almost died, and then I took these 2 little cuttings and tried to save it, and it worked. And then we've got an orange tree here that we started from seed, and another house plant that I am forgetting the name of right now. And then 2 avocado trees down here. They are very dusty. I need to clean them off. Everything is a little bit dusty. Alright, I'm done showing you my bedroom. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed repotting of these 2 succulents and the first potting of these spider plant seeds and seedlings. This behind me, you probably noticed what it was in the video. I will leave some clips from what this is now. This is the kids' reading chart and the goals that they have set for the year. And we're pretty excited that they're doing pretty well already. So, alrighty, we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
What is this, Haley?
Stickers that Mommy ordered.
Why do we have stickers?
What is this?
What is this?
It is an AR board for us.
That's not the actual name.
What is it then?
Called a reading log. Now open the stickers.
Yeah.
Show me them.
Explain what AR points are, guys.
AR points are the points you get for taking tests on books.
They're so cute.
Did they turn out cute?
They're so cute.
I want to see. Point them at me.
I want to see. Can I see? Can I see? Can I see them? Can I
Wait,
open them?
put them up again. Yes, open them more.
Let's get it close up.
No, I put it close.
There's a little panda, little bunnies, little goats, dog food bowl, giraffes, tigers.
Tiger? How many stickers do I get?
How much points do you have?
Can you please put that in the sink?
Mom, I'm at 6. Are you videoing? Mom, but I'm here with this.
No.
That's not for cake, that's for cooking.
I'm not sure if that first
You want some ice?
sheet is all of them. Oh, it's all different ones. There's the ocean too.
Ooh, this one's
And bugs.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wow, there's so much of them. Wow.
Do we get to choose which sticker we're gonna put on?
Yep.
Mama, the baby. I get 5 stickers. I get 5
Go look
stickers.
at everybody's points, please, on the.
Did you finish that book?
I'm a baby in my
Holy cow.
hand.
But I can't take
Mom,
a
can
test
I
on
do
it.
this?
Stop.
Mom, also look at this.
There you go.
Okay.
So the boys' point system is a little different than the girls.
What?
The boys have more points to get to. The bottom here we have 50 to 100, and the boys' goal is 400 points.
Mommy,
Do we
can I
have
get a
that?
sticker for doing good on potty training? He wants kangaroo.
You want the kangaroo sticker?
He hasn't been potty training lately. He kind of gave up.
You get one if you go pee or poop on the potty.
No! Two if you go on potty poop. No.
Okay.
That's how you
Just
get
worry about your own
kangaroo.
stickers.
No.
Wait, I'm gonna go take my points.
Right? Okay.
Oh, that's cute. It's a little hippo.
I want to put this one on. 1. And then the baby tag I'm going to do. That's 4. And then lift up 5. Okay, that's 1, 2.
Can I put this right here?
Yeah.
1.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have 5 points today?
I have 5 points. Almost 6. Monkey. I like
Oh,
it.
Hannah.
Oh, wait.
Dad said he count 10.9.
I'm sweaty. Today I want to show how to repot some hiccups. Go away, hiccups.